What up, Earthlings? Zube here with a daily message for today, which is June 9th, 2021. There is a solar eclipse tomorrow. It's technically in the middle of the night. I believe it's around 3 or 4 a.m. Mountain Time. I'll double check that and mention it in tomorrow's video. The moon is in Gemini. Here's what I got for today, and really the next few days, I think. So I was meditating, and the image that came to me and the words were Final Destination. So you know that movie, which, like, don't freak out, okay, because it wasn't negative, it was just the concept that was getting to me. So you know how in that movie you'll see, like, the whole point of it is that they avoided death or whatever, and then they ended up dying anyway because it was supposed to be their time to die. Okay, so there's like, and they would show you clips of like things that was going to kill like each person before it happened. So one of them was the garbage disposal. And they would show the garbage disposal, right? And then they would just show the guy cooking his kitchen, and then he turns on the garbage disposal, and you're like, oh my God, is he gonna die? And then he doesn't die, and whatever. And I'm scared of garbage disposals like forever and ever now because of that movie. And those big trucks with the logs on the back. But and then ultimately they die. Okay, so but what Spirit was showing me is that it's like there is a final destination. Okay, so Mercury is in retrograde. It's kind of being burned out by the sun. By the solar eclipse, it's going to be what's called Kazemi, which is where it's like just lit up by the sun, and then it'll go back to being burned out. It's like facts and information aren't really making sense. Like, we might see a clue and be like, something's going to happen with that, you know, but I don't know what it is. And so solar eclipses are new beginnings. It's basically a new moon, and it's a pivot point. So be on the lookout for clues as to your final destination. And I'm not saying that you're going to know what the fuck it is when the solar eclipse happens, because Mercury is still in retrograde, right? And will continue. But you might get a glimpse, okay? And then there was another one where they, you know, in that movie, again, they kept trying to avoid death and all that stuff. And their death was like inevitable. So like, this isn't about death, although death is inevitable for all of us. But there is a final destination, and you can almost not fuck it up. I like when stuff like that happens when I'm doing this. Yeah. You like, you're gonna get the call. You're gonna end up going where you want to go. And like, the more that we try to figure it out, I think it's possible to kind of get in our own way. That doesn't mean to like ignore signs, but it's like, you know, if you're fighting for something, and then you might just end up getting it, and you could have gotten it without the fight, you know, or you could be throwing like all kinds of obstacles in your way and stuff like that. That was what I got when I meditated, and it feels totally accurate for my experience of this day. No, I don't want this one. Yeah, I do. I just got that phone, like brand spanking new phone number, maybe 3 weeks old, a month old. The minute I turned it on, it started ringing. It's fucking bullshit is what it is. Okay. Letting go. Huh. I don't dwell on bad things that happened. I let things go because I have enough heavy things to carry around, and also grudges aren't a great look. So yeah, let go of outcomes as well. Let go of the process, even more important. You know, it also kind of feels like there's a lot to be done. And, you know, for myself, for example, I tried to do this once already and fucking Mercury retrograde. It like disrupted and I gave up and went upstairs and took a nap. And now I feel better. I got up at 4 a.m. But anyway, so, you know, I got this big project done. And then I went to cross off my to-do list and I looked at my whole to-do list and I was like, fuck, like it's overwhelming sometimes, you know, all the shit we got to do. And Zeke, my boyfriend, always says this thing like, I'm only one man, you know, because he has a girlfriend and 2 daughters. He's like, I'm just one man. And I kind of feel that too. Like there's a process going on around us, like Final Destination. We might get clues as to what's going to happen, but then we could like look at a clue that we thought was going to be something and then nothing happens. And then later something will happen with it, you know? And it's like the universe is trying to get us comfortable with not being in control and not getting in the way and not knowing what's going to happen. I'm going to do spiritual advice. Just shuffled those the wrong way. And Mercury was squaring Neptune, so it was super confusing for a little while. And I feel like Mercury is kind of pissed. Like he's like, fuck that shit. That was annoying. And now he's being ultra retrograde. Like my internet went down. My Zoom crashed when I was trying to record this. Just a whole bunch of tech things are blowing up today. So, all right. So we got spiritual advice. Justice. This really makes me think like justice for all. I don't know, but be honest, okay? Be fair. Due process. There's a due process for everything. You know those Family Guy or whatever, how they like keep a joke going too long and it's like in the middle it's annoying and then again like it's funny and then it's like okay, I'm over it, it's not funny, and then it's gone on for so long that you're like fuck, this is fucking funny. I kind of feel like the universe is going to play us like that. You know, and it's like we might hold up our sword of like victory or whatever and then be like, oh wait a minute. Wait a minute, it's not done yet. I don't know. That makes me think of karma too. What have you been doing? You know? The world. There's something in here about divine order. The world is things coming to an end. You know, what have you been doing this cycle of your life? Because that will have been the seeds that you're planting for this new beginning. Anyway, this has been a long one. If you're interested in tarot or astrology reading, give me a shout out. My information is below and have a great day on earth. Peace. Namaste.